Right, we're currently driving down the tiniest roads. We just came across a massive puddle in the middle of the road. Bit not dissimilar to this one, but I couldn't tell what was going off with the road. It felt like it was just about to drop downhill, but it was just water and I couldn't really see what it was properly. It just looked black. But we've got about 10 miles of driving down these little roads now anyway, so we're going to be a while. At least I've got my diesel in now. We're all sorted. I was panicking a little bit that I wasn't going to get to the petrol station, but we managed it.
Hi, and welcome back to FindersBeepers History Seekers on the next part of my little journey away. I'm really enjoying it. I'm sort of skipping between England and Wales at the moment, around the border the whole time, and I'm absolutely loving it. There's been some really good locations so far, and this one I've got a good feeling about as well. And then I've got a couple more to do over the next couple of days. Whether I'll get in is another thing, but it's been good. Anyway, let's get looking around this place.
Right, I found quite a mysterious letter. And that's not this address, so we're all right again. Dear sir, I wish to bring it to your notice a number of facts concerning my sister, Miss Edith Alice Elizabeth Jones of Rose Farm, who died in, what's that say? Wheatley Lead Ward, Worcester Royal Infirmary, January 30th this year. But this must not be made public on account of my mother's age and ill health. She must never know. At my sister's request, I was sent for by a staff nurse. On entering the ward, I asked what had happened, and I seen my sister for a few minutes. Oh God, I'm excited what's coming next. And talking to us, although I asked her not to talk because of the strain, she went on to tell us how badly she'd been treated by Sister Brown, how she'd compelled her to sit up against her wishes. She also told her she did not feel well enough to sit up, as it was only 3 days since her last operation. In fact, she said to us that Sister Brown had been a devil. We also told by other patients that she'd been badly treated by Sister Brown. Mr. Marshall visited my sister, told us that she was very ill, and asked if we were staying. I said my sister had asked us to stay, so that was our intention to. Which he replied, you stay. By this time, it was clear to us that my sister was afraid of Sister Brown, who made many attempts to get us to leave the ward, such as suggesting we go for a walk outside or to get a meal, or as the hospital did not provide meals for visitors, and to look around for a more comfortable chair. I told my sister there was nothing required and we were comfortable. Then she said, your sister is quite conscious. She's been talking to you. I said, yes, sister, she has. A little later, I heard Sister Brown say, take this to Miss Jones. 2 young nurses appeared with a bottle of blood. Some time later, my sister went unconscious, and I walked to the other side of the bed, and I looked at the label on the bottle, and it said, rhesus positive O. My sister was rhesus negative group. I'm not absolutely certain whether or not these 2 groups of blood will mix, but in many cases I think not. My sister told us a few days after Christmas a coloured nurse had drawn the curtains around the empty bed and climbed into it and stayed there for some considerable time. So many nights she felt it necessary to stay awake to see the transfusion drip, and did not stop. On one occasion, she said, I think I've seen too much, and they know I saw because I turned around and saw me sitting up in bed. She added, I can't tell you now, but I will another time. Unfortunately, she did not tell us what she saw. I think you have all the facts here as they happened. The reason I have not sent this before, my mother stayed with us on several days. Some of the family are afraid my mother might get to hear of this and take the matters further. But if the blood which my sister was given was harmful, then I still feel that such happenings should be stopped. Yours faithfully, Maisie Jones. Oh my God, what have we found? That letter is unbelievable. Every time I sit down, you come to see me, don't you? Are you having a good time? Has it been a nice few days away? You don't need to get on the bed. We're not getting in bed here. We're not sleeping here. We're sleeping in the car. Are we going in the car? You like it in the car, don't you? You've got your bed in the car. You wanting to go? You want to go? What are you doing? No, fatty. You can't get on the bed. You're too fat. You're too fat. You can't get on. Right. Oh, one thing. Look at this. Now that's definitely got to have something on the other side of it. It's not just a board. Let's turn it around and have a look. Ooh. One sec. Look at that. That's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Look at him. What's he up to? He's definitely over familiar with her. And look, he's like this guy. What's that say up there? What's this say? Can't read what that says. But he's like, look, if you give me a £5, you can have this one at the front, but we've got to make sure she don't tell her mum. And he's like, no, this one's mine. You'll have to pick from one of those ones over there. And he's like, I'd rather have him, thanks. It is good though. I know I'm taking the mick and I'm only messing about. What is floating about then? There was nothing in front of the camera then. And I don't know if you saw it on there, but there were it's there again, at the bottom of the screen then. And there's nothing there. There's no dust or anything. There's nothing visible. It was quite big, that. That was weird. But yeah, that's it's quite interesting, that. I wonder when it's from. It looks to be set in, like, makes me think of Nicholas Nickleby. I don't know when that's set, but that's what it makes me think of. Although, I feel like these are wearing foreign clothing. Like maybe German, or I don't know. Because I thought he looked German. But then she's got quite a strange hat on. And so is she. So I don't know. I don't know when that is or where that is. But it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get out of here. Right. We're out of the Explorer. I don't know if I've even spoken to you already, but I don't think I have. So yeah, we've done. It is currently 2:30 a.m. I think. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. And we are heading towards tomorrow's location at the moment. I could have just slept there for the night, but I'm actually feeling a little bit wide awake. So, and I need a drink, so I won't mind driving for a bit, and hopefully I'll come to a petrol station and we can get a drink and get to sleep a little bit closer. Then I ain't going to do as much messing about tomorrow morning on Bank Holiday Monday. Bank Holiday Monday is horrible for driving because people will be off work and having a day out and stuff like that. And where we're going is sort of towards where people probably will be going out for the day. So, yeah, definitely I think it's better just to maybe, even if it's only half an hour now, because I think it's going to take just over an hour to get there. But if I drive half an hour, then at least it's half an hour less to do in the morning. Just currently following a hare along the road. It's off, he's gone. But we are, like, it's starting to go light and I'm just about to go to bed. It's 3:34 in the morning. And I decided I'm coming down here and I'm going to go and sleep at my Auntie Anne's house. Now, my Auntie Anne doesn't live here anymore. She's not lived here for years. But I've decided I'm going to go and sleep outside her house. Now, I know it's a bit of a weird thing to do, but I've been brought up coming here since I was quite young. They used to live in Sheffield, and my auntie and my uncle used to live in Sheffield, and then they moved here. They drove all around the country trying to find the place they loved the most, and they ended up finding this little tiny place called How Capel, and they absolutely loved it. And then my uncle died, and my Auntie Anne moved over to Oxfordshire, over to Oxford. But I just still think of it as a place that I used to enjoy coming to, and my kids used to come down here quite a lot and spend like long weekends and weeks away with my mum. My mum would get on the train with them and come down here. So it's somewhere that sort of means a lot to the family. So I just thought, you know what, why not just come down? I think we're almost there. Why not just come down here, try and find somewhere to park up and sleep here for the night? Because I wanted to find somewhere soon anyway. And then I noticed the sign for How Capel. I thought, oh, I've got to go and visit. Anyway, little backstory for you. Right, I'm just settled for bed. What's lit up down there, Bear? Why is that lit up down there? I don't know why, it'll go off though. So yeah, me and Bear going to sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Look how light it is outside. Absolute madness. So it's so light you can actually almost see my face properly. So I need to hurry up and get to sleep. So I'm gonna have probably 4 hours sleep, 5 hours sleep max. Morning. It's 8:30. I went to sleep at 4. So around 4.5 hours. I might have another half an hour yet, but it's beautiful outside. Birds singing. I've not been a car past yet. I'm just sat with the door open. Sun on my legs. But I'm just going to have another half an hour, I think. He's heard something, I don't know what. What are you doing? Just lie down. That's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, a good lad. He's there in his bed, all quiet. Good boy, aren't you? Comes for a snuggle when I tell him to, not before, just when I tell him to. He's a good boy. I need to brush my teeth, they feel horrible. Good boy. Right. I'm going to go for a quick walk, I think. Just up to see my Auntie Anne's house. It's literally just up that bit of road there. Where are you going now, mate? Getting yourself comfy. Right, it's in a minute. Right. The sun, it's been beautiful this morning. About 9:30 now, but we are starting to lose the sun, and we just had a little drop of rain. Just about to brush my teeth because my throat is killing. Don't know what it is, but when I sleep in the car, my throat kills in the morning. I have big lumps in my throat. It's horrible. So I'm just going to brush my teeth. And that usually makes it feel all right again. I don't know if it's because the position I'm in, I have my mouth open or what. But it bloody kills. So yeah, we're all sorted. I'm just going to walk up to my Auntie Anne's house, because my dad wants me to send a photo of what it looks like now. And then we're going to head off. I'm not going to show you around the other side of the car. It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, if it wasn't for the black clouds, it's a lovely part of the country. Like I said, my Auntie Anne, bloody hell, someone's been out with their chopper, chopping up trees. Yeah, my Auntie Anne drove round in a camper van with my uncle all over the UK, stopping off, staying in different places until they found somewhere they loved. And they probably loved it around here. And it is lovely. It's just a bit too far down south for my liking. Right, I've been up and seen it. Well, I say I've seen it. When my Auntie Anne used to live there, you used to be able to see the beautiful garden like from the road, and it was lovely. And you know what, I'll try and put Google Maps of what it used to look like on it, and I'll show you what it looked like now. They've had a big massive hedge sort of built up. You can't see anything now. I went and had a look behind it, and it's just full of nettles. It's such a shame. Someone's let it go, and they used to proper love it, put time into it and effort, and do all the gardening and stuff. But some people not bothered about that, I suppose. Anyway, sun's back out. Big black clouds seem to have dispersed. So we're heading back to the car and leaving here before anyone finds what I've done at the other side of that car. Like I say, what a beautiful day. And all the roads, this is the roads I was driving down last night. They're so thin, but I like it. I like razzing around on these little roads. And actually at night, it's easier to see if the cars are coming. What are you doing? Why did you just pull out my hand? Where are you going? The nettles, mate. Wait, what are you doing? I've got your lead, so you're not going anywhere. There, you're not killing something. What are you doing, mate? He never does this. Bear, get down. Get down. Come on, out. He's straining to get in there. Bear, you're going to hurt yourself. Now you're going to get me nettled. Get out. Ow, I told you you'd get me nettled. Little turd dog. I don't know what's in there, but he wants it. His tail's wagging, and that usually means I know I can kill something. You're not going back in, so don't even think about it. He just pulled straight out my hand. He is lovely, but he is a nightmare, but he's a terrier, so I should know this. Anyway, let's get off and down to South Wales. I'm sure I've just seen a red kite flying behind here. I don't mean like a child with a kite. I mean the bird. Let's see if I can see it. How blue is that sky there? I've not changed the colours on that at all. There has been no playing ground with colours. Where did it go? It was behind this tree. And now it has disappeared. Oh. Oh, it's there. It's there. It's there. Right. Yeah, I think that might be a kite. He used to come back over here and then I've had to tell. But I'm pretty sure that's a red kite over there. Just looks like a black blob to you, but I'm pretty sure it is. There's a little river, stream that runs under. Oh look, you can see it at that side. If it weren't for these people's houses right here, I would be in there. There's a little gap down here. I've already driven past them, just turning round. Yeah, there's a little gap there to get down to the water. I've been having a wash, but I don't want to be watched by people in these houses, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere else. But gutted really, because it's beautiful around here. Right, we're just going through the Forest of Dean. I don't know if I've ever been in the Forest of Dean before, but I know there's stags and stuff run around in here. I think somebody was telling me the other day there's wild boar now around here. They've released wild boar back into the countryside, which is quite bizarre. I never thought there would be wild boar back in the UK, but clearly there is. I think there's some up in Scotland, but not down here. But clearly there is some down here now. There's also wolves in Scotland running free. We got rid of wolves thousands of years ago, I think, and they're back again. They've reintroduced them. That's a nice church. I can't show you now, but there's a nice church there somewhere. So yeah, we're going deep into the Forest of Dean, and then out the other side we should be pretty much in Wales. Well, after such a lovely start to the day, it's sort of gone downhill a little bit, not gonna lie. I can't remember the name of the place we're in now. I was gonna tell you, but I can't. We'll look on the map in a minute where we are, but I can't remember the name of this place. I was gonna stop for some breakfast here, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think it might be called Colway, but I can't remember. We're gonna head down towards Chepstow anyway, on the coast. I think Chepstow's still England, but just on the border. We might go there, or I think there's somewhere called like Linden or Leiden or something like that. So we might go there. Depends what the weather's like. I don't particularly want to get wet, so wherever's nice, we might get out. I don't think I want a big fat cooked breakfast though. Not really in the mood for it. I ate quite late last night, so I'd take a sausage roll right now. I'd take something like porridge or fruit or something fresh and nice and oh. But I'd also take this weather being better, and it isn't. It's horrendous. So let's crack on. Get it. Oh, Lindney's the other place. Right, whilst driving in the pouring rain through the Forest of Dean, I noticed this place, and I'm guessing this has got to be abandoned. If it's not, there's some up. The thing is, the grass is cut. The grass is cut, but oh, there's a camera there pointing straight at my face. But that, for me, if that's not abandoned, there's some up. Look at those. Look at that window. I'm a bit worried that I'm going to walk round into an old lady's house or something here. But I'm going to have a quick look round back. Now, I'm pretty sure it's abandoned because the gates are locked up. However, I don't really want to be climbing over gates in full view of the road. So I'm just going to have a look a bit further round the back to see if there's a way to cut through a fence or something. Like here. There is, but it's a bit bloody awkward. Let's have a go. Right, give me a minute. Honestly, the things I do to find abandoned buildings. Why does my t-shirt look sort of purple? It's not, it's black. Oh, bloody hell. Right, give me a minute again. Oh no. What's going on here? I think we might be in trouble here. Sneak down here. It's definitely a... I don't know, because look at the garden. I'm a bit concerned now. No mate, we shouldn't be here. Let's get back out of here quick. I don't look impressed. I'm quite confused by that place because it definitely looks abandoned. This is the back gates to it. I've just driven round to. This grass is all cut. The grass inside is cut. There's seats outside which you saw that look like people have been sat out on, but the house itself just looks a state. And I thought there might be another house around the back of here. That's where I've just driven round. Where maybe they lived and they just used the other bit as storage, but there isn't. That is the only house there is. And if you have a look, wait a minute, just give me 2 secs. Yeah, if you have a look at the front of it, look at this. You're telling me that's lived in? That looks lived in. That certainly doesn't. I don't really understand that house, but it wasn't worth risking getting caught in someone's house that is actually their house. Anyway, let's go. It just shows you though, like some places you can think are definitely 100% abandoned and they're not, and other places that just don't look abandoned definitely are. So it's a battle sometimes to find places, and you get people that comment like, oh, can you do this sort of property next week? And it's like, I don't have like a little magic book, black book of locations, you get to go to what you get to go to. It's like, don't get me wrong, lots of people have massive maps full of pins, but 99% of those pins with locations are rubbish. They're like a tumbled down barn and things like that. So anyway, continue towards Chepstow. Come to the coast, he thought. Nice weather it'll be. Why do I sound like Yoda? Come to the coast, he thought. Nice weather it'll be. But it's horrendous, man. Like, the roads are flooding. The rain is torrential. But I'm in no rush to go anywhere. Bleeding heck, it's like running down the sides of the road, man. It's so bad. But we're almost at the sea, so at least we can have a swim and a shower at the same time. Right, I found myself in my way into a leisure centre that I haven't broken in. I went and asked if I could use the showers and said, yeah, it's £5.50 please for a bloody shower. I would have gone for a swim for that, but I'm looking forward to a shower. Honestly, I am. And I can use the toilets as well, which is good. I know I've already been this morning, but I need to go again. So, shower time, poo time, and then, no, the other way around, and then off to go and find some food, I think. To say that I feel better is a massive understatement. That shower was beautiful. I've literally been in there 45 minutes. Just stood there, people have come and go, and I've just been in there for ages and ages and ages. It was so nice just to get clean again. It's just, I don't mind getting dirty, it doesn't bother me, but then to stay dirty and to stink, I'm not a fan of that. Seriously, what a difference a shower makes. I've come back out after having a shower and everything's fine and dandy and all sunny and beautiful again. And there is still some black clouds about, but just think about what it was like when I went in. It was absolutely banging it down, and now it's lovely and sunny and warm, and it's quite pretty with churches and stuff, which is good. Right, while we're sat at this railway crossing, gives me the opportunity to show you where we are on the map. Let's have a look. Zoom out. Right, so we started off here. Well, we started off here, went across there, and all the way down, and we're now down here. We're not actually in Wales. We're in England. Wales starts somewhere over here, I think. I'm not sure. I think Newport's Wales, but Chepstow's England. So it's somewhere in between there, the border. But yeah, we're going to head a little bit further down the coast once we've had something to eat. I've just sort of headed off in this direction. I think I might be going the wrong way. I think I might be going down to the harbour. There might be stuff down there to eat, but I don't know if there is or not. There's an industrial estate down here which doesn't sound like very appealing. Oh, fast trains around here. Look at the speed of that thing. That were worth waiting for. But if not, we'll get down, like literally the harbour is where I was going to go to have a wash. And I'm so glad I saw the leisure centre. It's just made me feel so much better. However, we're going to go down to the harbour, have a look, and then we will... Oh, people just got off that train from somewhere. We'll make our way back up and get some food in the centre if not. Right, I got to the harbour and literally I'm turning straight back round again. There's no food places or anything, which is fine. That's not, I've just gone the wrong way. But the harbour I thought might be worth a look. And I swear, all the boats are green, some of them are sunk. It's just a right dump. I don't know what that building is. That looks pretty abandoned and they don't want you to get in. What the hell is that? Why is there so much barbed wire around it? But yeah, we're gonna head back into the town, I think. The water's down there. I don't think I would have had a wash in that as well because it looks very odd colour, like polluted with chemicals or something. Right, come on. Right, so with all the messing about, it's now 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna have my dinner instead of my breakfast. I'm going Greggs, I think. Now, if you're an American, you don't know what Greggs are. then you're missing out. You're definitely missing out. It's like the best place to get sausage rolls, but it's also generally this one's actually quite good. It's got loads of seating, which I've never seen in a Greggs. So we'll get a Greggs, and I don't know what else I want yet. Right, I've got myself a sausage roll, some Coke, some water for Bear. Also, you can get all the buns and the cakes and stuff in here, including a chocolate starfish. Like seriously, whose idea was a chocolate starfish? That's just the worst choice of name ever. I was going to show all the Americans what they sell in Greggs, but it was a bit awkward. Like copyrighted music, people just everywhere, so I couldn't. I am parked outside a fish and chip shop as well. I was so tempted, but I've had fish and chips, so I only want something small. I didn't want a big cooked breakfast, so Greggs is the one. I went for a steak bake, which is in that bag, and a sausage roll, which is in the other. Right, let's get across this road without getting killed. Quick, run! That was the worst run in the world. That was a proper fat man run. Right, is that not the most beige dinner you've ever seen? But to be fair, they are really nice from there. I sort of want to give Bear some, but he's got his own food. I've already given him sausage. He's had 3 sausages this weekend, so I could have got him a sausage roll, but then I just don't want him to be a big fatten. Although I decided I'd get some curry sauce, and then I got some chips as well. I couldn't resist. It was only a small portion, but I only went in for curry sauce because I thought, oh, I might try it with me sausage roll. And then I got bullied into buying some chips as well. Bullied by myself. Right, I've just spent the last hour and a half asleep in the car. Me and Bear needed to catch up a little bit. Like I said, we went to bed at about 4 and got up while I was awake at 8. So just waiting for these people to go. We've got to go up there, and then where we're going is just, I had to be careful because I don't want to give away where we are. Yeah, it's just up there. So just waiting for them to get away, because Bear didn't like that woman at all. Almost didn't turn this way. The wind suddenly picked up. It's been boiling all afternoon. Like I said, we've been snoring away in that car, but I needed to get this charged up, because obviously that is one of the main problems when I'm in the car, keeping everything charged. I brought 5 battery packs and I've used them all. The car obviously charges quite slow. I have got a fast charger in the car, but it's still slow. So yeah, we've got this charged up pretty well, 60% charged. I've got my other phone in my pocket, but we've got no backup battery packs this time, so if they go, they go. Also, you've got to think I've got to charge up torches as well. So the main torch, usually 2 explores and it's done. So it's a lot of messing about and a lot of hanging around. And I do charge stuff while we're driving, but sometimes it's just not enough. Right, we're gonna go straight up here, even though the footpath is there. I've actually changed my mind. We're going this way, and the reason we're going this way is because I think we can loop around the back a lot easier. I think if we go that way, we'll be very much on show the whole way. People will be able to see us. This way I think takes us to the beach, so we might just head to the beach and then work out things from there. I can't film too much of behind the scenes while we're down here, because I'm just very wary of battery. Right, basically we've got to get to the top of the hill where that tree line is. I think this path that we're going down, once again, I just need to let you know I have not changed the colours on this. It is very bright green. It's ridiculous. So we're heading really that way up. Let me show you where that gate is. We could do with hopping over that and going along through the field. However, I think we'll be spotted. So if we go up to that tree line and follow the tree line along, I think we might be in a better position. The only problem with that is when you get to places like that and you go along, there's fences, and I don't particularly want to be hopping over fences if I don't have to. Like if there's gates, it's a lot easier. You jump over a gate. If you get to a corner of a field and there's a hedge or whatever, it's a pain in the arse. Like, it's doable, but it just takes that little bit extra effort. I've got to the stage where I'm quite tired, like in the week, and you don't realise really how it tires you out going exploring. It dehydrates you. I don't understand it. You walk in an abandoned building, you're instantly dehydrated. It just makes no sense. You end up aching, especially when he's pulling you like that. Absolutely does my head in. But you ache. Every bone in your body aches. Once you've been in, you sit in the car for 10 minutes, it feels like you're about 90. So it takes a lot out of you, physically, mentally, because you're obviously worrying about getting caught. You're thinking about every last noise. It does take a lot out of you. So if you can avoid extra hardships, especially if it's a one-off explore, it's fine. It doesn't matter. You can go home and be tired. But if you've then got to go and do another explore, I've got another one to do tonight. If you've got another one to do, or tomorrow, or you've got to sleep in your car, it's long. It's really long if you're jumping over fences and stuff. So I think that's very boggy. So I've decided I'm not going up that field. I want to follow this path up to the top and we'll work it out from there. And when he's tired, it's stupid things like this. Look at him. I know he wants to get out and he wants to walk, and terriers are like this. They bloody pull and pull and pull and pull. Even when he's tired, he does it. But it's just annoying that I'm like, Bear, come back here. And then he'll drag and he'll drag and he'll drag. It's so annoying. Oh, can we go? Is there a proper path there? Right, we'll go up there and see where we can go. But then it's things like this. I put my hoodie on because when I got out of the car, it was cold and it felt like it was about to rain. So I thought I'll put it on, extra pockets, and now I'm absolutely boiling. And yeah, I can take it off and put it in my bag. But once again, it's a pain in the arse. Things like this start to get like, it's like anything. If you're doing anything and you've got tired doing it, you start to get ratty. You start to get annoyed at everything, and I'm at that stage at the moment. Like, I'm still loving it. Like, look at where I am. Like I say, no colour change. Look at how beautiful where I am is. But I'm here to do a job. It's like any job. You just want to get some of them just like, you want to get the bits, farting about bits done first, out of the way, and then you can do your job properly. Right, feeling a little bit better because my hoodie's off and the dog's off the lead now, because I can see all the way around. So if someone comes, I'll just get him back on the lead before he has a chance to spot him. But he's just having a laugh, running through the buttercups at the moment and enjoying it. I do need to be over there though, so I'm tempted, rather than to go to the top of this hill, to cut straight across here. But like I said, down there was boggy, but I think there might be a stream that runs down there. So if we go this way, or do we go up that way? No, we'll go up that way and then we'll cut back down. Once we get to the trees, we'll cut back down the line of the field and over the gate that way. Then at least I'm on a solid path rather than getting my legs tickled by buttercups. Come on then, fat bear, let's go. Bloody hell, I'm so unfit these days. That hill's just almost killed me. If you look off in the distance, that town's on the edge of cliffs, a bit like the one we went to yesterday. But also, if you then look behind the trees, it's the sea, or at least some sort of estuary, if it's not the sea. Bloody hell, dead man. But yeah, if it weren't so windy, it'd be really lovely up here. Although that breeze I'm thankful for it, I really am. Right, the next problem we've got is the gate that I could see is actually at the other side of the fence, so we can't get to it. So it's just going to be a case of going through this barbed wire fence, which isn't too bad. Might even climb over it. Someone else has walked up here. You can always see the telltale signs of other people being about. It's a shame I couldn't get through that side because the fence is down over there, but it looks quite stretchy, which is always good. Like, if they're really rigid, it's hard to get through them, but have a look. If you can lift it up a bit and push it down a bit, it's not too bad. Right, Bear, you can wait there while I do it. No doubt he will be in that field before me though. Right, not for the first time in my life, I've got barbed wire snagged on my actual physical, look at it, it's inside my shorts, it's on my ball sack. It's not good, not good at all, but I'll be fine. I've just got to concentrate now. Right, if I'm going to get spotted, this is where I'll get spotted, because we're in plain view of that house. I know it's windy, I'm sorry about that, but we're not far away now. I'm just a bit concerned. We're probably going to have to wade through tons of nettles next, which is fun. I actually quite like being nettled, but maybe 5 or 6 times, not like thousands. My only concern is there's a what are they called, solar panel field next to us, and that's the sort of place people keep the eye on as well, just in case anything's going off. Right, where we need to be is just there. But the problem is all this like nettles here. I don't want to walk through them if I don't have to. So maybe walk a little bit further up. There is another house here. I think that's empty as well. But if we can get round, I'm just very concerned of getting caught right at the last second. So if I can cut through, I will. But if there's an easier way of doing it, I'll try that. Yeah, this building's definitely abandoned. Windows open. You can smell the damp. But I think we're gonna have to go right up to the end and then come back, which I didn't want to do. Right, I jumped off that path, and I'm glad I did, because there's an house there, which definitely looks lived in. Looks beautiful, to be fair. But there's beehives up here, so this is probably their land. So I need to get over this fence as quick as without being noticed. However, there's other buildings in here. I don't know if they're abandoned, or I don't know much about it, like what's round it. It's hard to tell from above because there's so many buildings. But if we hop over this fence, we'll soon work it out. Right, I'm over the fence. There's a gate. Like, what is the point of putting those screws in there to stop people coming through this gate? Because the only people they're stopping is wheelchair users. Because everybody else can quite easily climb or slip through the middle of that. Absolutely mental, that. I don't understand it. But I suppose all those wheelchair using urbex people are going to be screwed now. Right, the reason I seem so chill now is because all these buildings do look like they're empty. There's loads right up there, although I don't think that big building is there, so we need to be careful. But these definitely look like they are. Now, we have a crisis at the moment in the UK where we're putting asylum seekers in places that, like, normal, I don't mean normal people, but you know what I mean, other people could use. Why can't we do these places up? There's somebody down there. I heard a noise. Oh, that says it's built in 1896, this place. I don't know where I'm going now. I'll see in a minute. Now, I'm not going to lie, what I've seen of this place so far, I don't feel like I'm going to like it, and I don't feel like it's going to make a Sunday video. Because I think it might be too empty inside. Although I've only looked in these new buildings, and where we need to go is round here. Let me show you. The old part of the building there. Now, I have just found a bit that I can get in round the back. I've got to be really careful here because the road runs straight past it, and I heard noises behind me down there. But look at the front of it. It's an amazing building. It's a shame it's not been looked after. However, I need to try and work out how to get in it. But if that building links to it, I've already got a way in. But I don't know if it does or not. Oh, bloody hell, there's cars and stuff around that corner. I'm going to try that window around the back.